What's up, guys? John here, Titan Lifestyle with Big Drew.
What's up, guys? It's Titan Lifestyle. We're back in the studio, both of us once again.
Yes.
Great topics, a lot of crazy kiddos out there.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure you guys have been watching the news. Got a lot of great topics, a lot of great events coming up, and always Q&A.
Absolutely.
Always.
So, we always have a great action-packed show for you guys, and it's always the best thing when we're here in the studio together. Yeah. Obviously, we make it work either way, but, this week we got some new chairs.
Yeah.
You guys see these blue chairs? Things are
big
comfortable.
Boy. These are big
right?
chairs.
Well, that's what Titans have to sit in, man. They have to sit in big chairs, man. We can't sit in these little white chairs anymore. I'm like, listen, we got to do this right. We got to do this the Titan way. So we got to be comfortable doing this thing out here, too. Plus, they look good. So it was just a home run all the way around. Now, every week we cover therapies of the week for you guys. Now, we're in June now, which is Men's Health Month. We'll be talking about that every week that we do a show in June because you haven't heard that mentioned out there. I guarantee it, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard Men's Health. We don't really get that much credit, so to speak.
We don't get no love.
The women get all the holidays and the Women's Day, and Mother's Day, and Father's Day just kind of flies by, and all the other days just kind of fly by.
Now they've turned into Pride Month. Yeah. Now Pride Month's great too. Yeah. Everybody should have a little bit of credit to themselves and their organization or their gender or whatever it is. So for us, it's Men's Health Month because we're Titans. Yeah. So, but you could be a Titan head too as well. It's all mindset. Now, with the therapy of the week, this week, it's actually 3 different therapies we're going to talk about. It's the summer packages.
It's last summer when
Drew's always ready.
I've been ready since last summer when we actually make. If you guys look at the photo on the TV, we actually, or the screen, I should say, we actually made that last year, and that was around the time that I decided, look, I'm gonna stay ready from now on. Yeah. I'm gonna eat clean from now on, whether I'm doing a show or not. Yeah. And I felt great because of it. The blood work's good, everything's good, and I'm loving it.
Yes.
I'm loving it.
I mean, even like today, I looked at it's been 2 years since me and Drew's first official workout.
2 years today,
right? 2 years today. So
2 years.
Yeah, it's my dude. Time's flying by because we're having fun. We're having a good time. And I love this guy. So I was just looking at the photos, like, man, I was like, damn, Drew. I was like, you look even better now. I'm like, every year this guy's gotten better and better. So big ups to Drew for sure.
Appreciate it. That's the goal. A lot of times in life, you guys want to make more money than you made last year. You want to be a better parent than you were last year. Yep. You want to have a better car, better house, better job. Yep. Why not have a better body? Absolutely. A lot of times people's bodies go downhill and their career goes uphill. I like to do it both at the same time.
You got to keep it balanced, man. I mean, you don't want things to break down. And if you got to do it, you got to do it right. Yeah. And your best investment, if you are an investor, is your body. So at that point, I heard it yesterday. I went to take my son to the Trench Academy down in Powerhouse, right? And those guys are all NFL players, former anyway. And, they're talking about the exact same thing. Like, you got to be healthy to even be on the field or want to play any sport, right? And you got to have, you have proper nutrition. You got to have, some activity and recovery and all these different things along with it. So it was really cool when I was hearing that. So because it's true in all walks of life, no matter what you do, you have to have your health, or otherwise you're not doing anything. You're not taking videos out in the wild. You're not. You're not training in the gym. You're not on stage. You're not competing. You're not spending time with your loved one. You're not being able to do your job, and that's just it's a bad thing. It's a bad situation.
And health doesn't necessarily mean you have to have an athletic look. When we talk about health, when we talk about being healthy, it doesn't mean you have to be in the gym. It doesn't mean you have to be working out, have muscles and a six-pack. You can get your blood work done. Our therapies can help you even if you don't go to the gym. Even if you don't work out, even to help you feel better and look better, or even perform better, whether it's in the bedroom, whether it's at work, whatever you do. So it's not just about having muscles and being big or being skinny and shredded and having a six-pack. It's about being healthy on paper, healthy on the inside.
Absolutely. So the summer body ready, right? Now, these different therapies, the 3, are going to help you guys in a number of different ways, not just getting shredded or getting lean. So let's talk about some of these different therapies that are in the summer packages that you guys can get now with Titan Medical Center. So the first one is our Tighten Up. So our Tighten Up is one of our first signature vitamin amino acid injectable blends that only Titan Medical Center offers. That offers a number of different ingredients in there as far as MIC, so methionine and acetyl and choline. We're talking about B complex, B12, one branched chain aminos in Tighten Up, so that's isoleucine and L-carnitine. So a number of different things, for energy, weight loss effect, as far as boosting metabolism, Helping out with liver functions too as well in there, blood flow, and a number of different things. So Titan Up's a pretty good one. Yeah. Obviously Titan Complete's a little bit better, but it has a couple more components in it. That's why. Next one, ECA Stack Plus. And I know it's a favorite of mine and you.
That's like the go-to all year round, no matter what. Certain stuff I take depending on the year. MK677, I might save that for times where I need more strength or bulk or just need to eat more.
Yep.
ECA is like all year.
Absolutely.
All year still works. I'm still only taking one capsule, guys. I was taking a capsule, like you said, 2 years ago when we first did this first video. 2 years ago today, we're walking into the gym and I took my first capsule. You can see the video. I took my first capsule. The same capsules I'm taking now, the red and white ones I took then, and it's still working the same.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you guys are like, oh yeah, I used to take pre-workout. I'm up to 3 scoops. First of all, that's ridiculous. Don't ever take 3 scoops of pre-workout.
Never.
I mean, don't ever take over 300 milligrams or so. It's way too much.
Definitely.
But again, the ECA is still working. I've taken pre-workout powders in the past where I've gone up to 3 scoops. Mm-hmm. And after a while, those 3 scoops, a little bit, but it's like I'll get more off of a cup of coffee. So guys, the ECA does work. It does continue to work. It's not a situation where you take ECA and after a year later, I don't use it anymore. I have to do something else.
All right.
We can alter it for you. We can make high dose, low dose. We can take the caffeine out. We can take the aspirin out.
Yep.
We can switch it around to make it better for you. But I'm still using the same capsules I used 2 years ago, and they're still working.
Yep. So I love ECAs, man. I've been using them for a long time. And that's all I use. So no pre-workouts, no energy drinks, no nothing. Yeah. You won't see that, in my hand. But ECA Stack Plus for sure.
Yeah, I noticed my midsection gets a little. It gets a little off when I stop taking it.
You definitely stay more lean year round, or when you're taking it.
Yeah, and it's like you don't realize until you stop it. So you stop it for a couple weeks, and you're like, wait a minute, something doesn't feel right.
It's true.
One a day. Just one
it's
a day
true. Even for me, like on the opposite effect, if I take it, I don't eat enough. Like you're going to start losing weight. You're like, oh man, I need to step up my calorie game if I'm going to do this. So it's just, it is what it is. But it's definitely a game changer. Not even just for weight loss, right? Let's talk about the focus effect, the mental clarity. Yes. So mental clarity is a big thing. A lot of people lack mental clarity and focus these days. That's why people are looking to all these other medications, whether it be something that's a controlled substance like Ritalin now, like they're starting to give to COVID patients or ex-COVID patients, long haulers. Phentermine, that's another big one that people use, like try to replace for mental focus and energy, and for weight loss. Over-the-counter things like a whole bunch of caffeine pills, or they're trying to make their own ECA Stack Plus, and taking in whether it's cold medications or whatever else the ingredients are in there. Yeah. And then your energy drinks. So, before when I used to walk into 7-Eleven or whatever it was, and it's got to be 10 or 12 years ago at least, you'd only see like maybe 1 or 2 energy drinks. First it was Red Bull, then it was Monster.
Now they have their own cooler.
They have their own cooler. Up the bottom, you're like, man, like what is this, right? Even some of the alcoholic drinks now, like Four Locos, like they have like it's an energy drink supposedly, and then you have alcohol with it. So, a lot of people are relying on these other things or substances to get them the effect of mental clarity or the energy portion that they need. Every day they're waking up tired and they don't know why. Even if you're getting, if you're getting not enough sleep, not enough ample sleep, I should say, you're going to be tired. Like somebody was telling me the other day, like, I think I could feel better and stuff like that. I'm like, well, are you sleeping enough? Like, no, I'm probably getting like 4 hours. Well, that's probably why you're tired the next day. It's going to affect a lot of different things, especially, brain function too as well. So mental clarity can be kind of messed up like that. But if you're doing all the right things and you're still waking up tired, then there might be some underlying effect there. But, if you need to get energy and you want to have more mental clarity, that's where the ECA Stack Plus really comes into play. And it's a big, big favorite of patients, and why. So No, go ahead.
Mental clarity doesn't mean, gassed up on caffeine. A lot of times people feel like, oh yeah, the caffeine's working. It got me amped. I was all over the place. That's not mental clarity. If you're all over the place. If you're a zombie, quote unquote, just all over, you can't think straight. That just means you have a whole bunch of energy and you're not thinking clearly, which is going to affect your work. Yeah, not only that, and if you're hungry on top of that. Yeah. So now it's like you have all this energy, you have hungry, like we talked about last week. Prometheus is something you could take that's going to give you mental clarity, and it's going to put you in a better mood. So now you're not in a bad mood when you get hungry.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, mental clarity is huge, guys. A lot of people confuse mental clarity with energy.
Yep.
It's a big difference, mental clarity and energy.
You shouldn't be like a pinball. If you should be focused and energized, but not shaky. Like that's just
Yeah,
not. That's
you don't
not
want to
good.
be jittery. You don't want to be any of that stuff.
Not anxious, no heart palpitations, no jitters, nothing like that. If you do that, you're overdosing yourself on stimulants. So, and you don't need that. You really don't need that. So, with that, ECA Stack Plus, ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. All right, and then
If you really want to get crazy, throw that AOD in there too. Then you'll be diced.
AOD is another great one.
AOD.
Prometheus next to it's another great one. You can stack these different therapies together in most of certain circumstances and cases. If not, that's why a medical provider is going to be able to tell you, like, this is not going to work, this will work. And we get you guys on the right path, ready to rock and roll. Fat burner cream. So Titan fat burner cream. So this is another good one. So it doesn't burn fat when you rub it on. All right? I want to make sure you guys are all clear with that. But what it does is it dehydrates the area and shrinks the fat cells in the area for more of an aesthetically pleasing look. So a lot of women, and that's what we first developed it for, have cellulite on the back of their legs. And they want to go out in their bikini, or they have some really, really cute shorts they want to wear, or whatever it may be. So they apply it to that area, and it really will help that area as far as dehydrating, shrinking the fat cells, and smoothing out the area, so it looks really aesthetically pleasing. So a lot of girls use this. Guys use this in certain circumstances and places. You don't have to just use it on the back of your legs. You can apply it to pretty much anywhere on your body.
Yeah, you guys can actually use it underneath your eyes too. If you get bags underneath your eyes, you want to tighten up your eyes. If you guys got loose skin, older ladies sometimes get loose skin.
Yep.
Like quote unquote turkey neck.
Yep.
Put it on your neck, tighten that up too. Pretty much tighten up any area
Yes.
you put it on.
Literally tighten it up.
Yeah,
So
tighten it up. Yeah, perfect. Tighten up. Tighten up with Titan cream. It's a good little slogan.
absolutely. Big shout out to everybody out there. Go Paul, Jack's boy, what's going on, brother? Camila, Kim Fit Ass Haynes, Clement Fit, Just Wing It, Sacco, Augustin, Derek Park.
Nice. Rob down 6 pounds in
6
8 days.
pounds
I
in
told
8
you.
days.
He hit me
We
up about a
love
week. He hit me up
ECAs.
about 2 weeks ago and said, "What should I take next? I'm trying to get shredded." I said, "Easy A." And I
ECAs
love
for
hearing
sure.
stuff like this.
Absolutely. Melody Body God, what's going on? Dwayne Day said, "Man, I ran out of ECAs. I'm dying in my workouts. I got to order some ASAP." For sure. Like, I'm definitely notice a difference. If you want a pre-workout per se, the combination of Hercules Potion and ECAs, you're pretty much getting everything that's going to be a pre-workout per se as far as pump, recovery, vascularity. I mean, there's a lot of different things that go into it. So, home run there for sure. Fitness, Anthony Bischoff, Jay Jacobs in the house, teamwork players, appraised look, Steele and Andrew, big guy 45. What do you guys think of NAD injections? Dude, NAD injections are the truth. I've been talking about NAD for years and years now. Probably about 8 years we've been offering here at Titan Medical Center. And think about it. Did you hear about NAD 8 years ago? Probably not. I was reading books about this and talking to doctors about this a long time. And NAD is produced in the body too as well. But it gets depleted, or we don't have as much as we really need. Now this can help you in a lot of different ways as far as brain function, so mental clarity, especially with this one. We're talking about revitalizing cells and repairing cells on the cellular level. So what happens with cells is this. They deteriorate and break down, and then they try to build themselves back up. And what happens is they never can replicate themselves exactly how it is. And they go on this process until it's gone. So that's how cells work. So with this, you're repairing the cells and repairing it on that cellular level. So with mental focus too as well. So I'm talking about when you take an NAD injection, you'll usually feel it kick in. And then at that point, you're getting more natural energy and more focus. So it's just
Kinda
really crazy.
undescribable, too.
It's like Limitless, that movie.
Yeah, it's kind of undescribable.
I'm not going to say that you're going to make millions of dollars and you're going to be able to read stock market trade, like all this stuff. But as far as, what I can compare it to, and that's what we originally called the first injectable we did years ago. And that was 3 milligrams per ml, right? And that was back then. I've seen the progress of our formulas. And then we went to 50 milligrams per ml. Whoa. So now it's at 100 milligrams or 70 milligrams per ml. It just depends on how you dilute it and how much you want to take. And at that point, you're like focused in. I mean, like I said, it's got so many health benefits that I can't even possibly describe all of them to you right now. But we do really recommend NAD, and like I said, it's a natural thing for your body too as well. So there's no hormones or any other things in there that are going to hurt you or have any negative side effects. No stimulants. Yeah. So that's another big one.
Big coup. If you guys want to take an ECA and you're worried about the stimulants, again, we can take the caffeine out, but you could also go with what John's saying.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about the stimulant.
NAD, man. So the other portion of that is ADAD or ADD and HDD or HDD.
ADHD.
HD. Thank you. Losing my words today. So with this, basically, if you want to get off Adderall, right? People don't like being on Adderall, and some people think that just because a doctor prescribed Adderall that I need Adderall. Well, that's not the truth, right? And some people, and a very small percentage of people, really need Adderall, or kids really need Adderall or Ritalin. Otherwise, I mean, there's no blood test that's going to be able to show you that you need this. You're really just taking a basic questionnaire, and however you answer on that questionnaire means if you're able to get Adderall or Ritalin. So it's crazy how that works,
Right,
man.
right.
It really is.
I had a question. I had a question someone asked me last night online.
Sure.
They were asking if they fill out the new patient paperwork, say they want to get ECA, they fill out the new patient paperwork, they order their ECA.
Yep.
If they want to get something else, say NID or Hercules, do they need to fill out the new patient paperwork again, or is it only a one-time thing?
So once you fill out the new patient paperwork, you're an established patient with Titan Medical Center. So that means that you're good to go. Now, the only therapies that you need blood work for are hormone replacement therapy like testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone, or IGF-1. That's it. Every other therapy that we do, ECA Stack Plus, Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, Titan Ultra, NAD injections, whatever it may be. NAC, so that one's going away over the counter. The FDA is coming after that one. We'll have that for injectable for our patients. But these different ones, all you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. Then you'll do your consult, whatever that consult is. If it's a hormone replacement therapy consult, it's usually $150 every 6 months from the first time establishing. If it's a weight loss, it's usually $100. We even kick it down to $75 if you mention discount codes for different athletes or sponsored people or one of our great advertisements out there. So at that point, when you go through that consultation and you fill out the new patient paperwork, you're a patient. So if you got ECAs, right, and you went to an initial visit and you said, great, I'm going to just start with ECAs. I got the ECAs. You know what? I want to do Hercules Potion. You call our text line. You talk to the staff inside. They're going to run it by the provider, make sure everything's good as far as on your health history. At that point, they'll be able to talk to them and get you prescribed Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, whatever it is. So, and you can order at that point, and it'll be shipped directly from the U.S. licensed pharmacy to your doorstep.
That's it. So pretty much, guys, once you sign up, once you get everything filled out, it's just a one-time thing. Once you're in there, you're locked in the quote-unquote system, and you're good to go. Once you want to reorder, you just go back on there. We already have all your information. Just reorder. And again, if it is HRT, you need your blood work done. And again, we have a full plan of blood work, and it's the cheapest out there. I guarantee
Absolutely. Absolutely. Most inexpensive blood work across the country, whether it's our full panel, and make sure it's a full panel. Because a lot of places say that, but they don't,
test you for 4 things.
Yeah.
So this is the full panel.
All right, or single test.
Yeah, right.
So if you just want to test estradiol, which is your estrogen, you should be testing your E2, free and total testosterone levels, or anything else, liver functions, whatever. We are the most inexpensive per single test. So you don't have to order the full panel either. If you just want to follow up on something, you can do that too. Very easy, very simple. All right, so definitely the blood work.
I would recommend the full
I
panel.
recommend blood work no matter
if
what.
you have to, if you only want to get one thing, if that's specific to you, but I would recommend full panel because if you only do one thing, then if you have other problems, you're going to have to come back and do the full panel, see what else is going on anyways. So again, I would just recommend full panel.
Yeah, you know,
why would you? I mean,
why would you want to go in for another stick, more time, all that stuff?
Just get everything done in one
get
shot.
It done.
It's really not that much more expensive than just doing a single one. So.
Exactly. Definitely, you're right on that. All right, so Tiki Bar asked, do you do women's hormone balances, estrogen, progesterone? Of course. So we do females and male hormone replacement therapy, so all the hormones. To balance you guys out, to get you guys optimized, feeling better, and when you're feeling better on the outside, it will reflect to the outside too as well. So with that, if you have more questions for females too as well, and you don't want to talk to me and Drew, but we know what we're talking about. So if you do want to ask us questions, go ahead. But Charisse does her live on Wednesdays. It's Charisse's Healthy Lifestyle Soapbox, and it's women focused. She talks about everything for guys and girls. But she'll break it down for you. She'll break it down for you. And she's been through everything as far as balancing hormones herself. So she knows what it's all about. Obviously, we've been doing this for a long time, so we can help you out there too as well. And then I think in the future, she's going to have one of the nurse practitioners on that's a female, talking about female hormones in particular for you guys. All right, so is there a test I can do on myself to check cortisol levels? Of course. So we can do cortisol for I think that's $35. We can run the single test for you there and test your cortisol and make sure you're good there. All right, and if people don't know what cortisol is, that's a stress hormone, right? And that can cause a lot of different issues too as well. So Strength Addicts, what's up, Christian? How you doing, man? Randy Garza's in the house. Dennis Howard, Don Hastings, DC Baker. All right, Josh Cruz, Daniela, Lenroy Thomas, my man, the boxer. So Tuesday I'll be back in house. So next week, I know you want to get together, so let's do that. I know you got a new fight. He's got another fight coming up.
Nice. In Tampa? Or?
No. So
okay.
he fights out of the country, man. It's crazy. Like London and all these different places, man. The true boxer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I haven't seen Lenroy. I haven't seen him since back in the club days.
Yeah.
Me and him I used to see him back in the club days. He was bouncing at the bars. I was bouncing at the bars. Every once in a while, I bump heads with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been doing it for a while now.
Been doing it for a while now. So he's gotten in incredible shape. Because I knew him since the club days too, right?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen him. I never really actually knew him like that. I just see him around. Hey, what's up? How you doing? But yeah, he's been boxing for a long time.
He's took it to a whole different level, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's professional. That's what he does. That's all he does now. So,
perfect.
You know, and I get to see him from time to time when he flies in, you know, from out of the country and stuff like that. Nice. And we get together, get him all tight gear too as well. Get to take pictures and catch up because he's a good friend too as well. All right. So, what are the options for new patients in other countries interested in TRT? All right. So, unfortunately, we cannot ship medication. Our U.S. licensed pharmacies cannot ship medications out of the country. We can do the consultations online. You can fill out the new patient paperwork. That's awesome. Now, the only way around that, right, is if you have somebody or somewhere in the United States that we can have our pharmacies send the medications to, and then you can get your medications from there. But that's the only way that we can service out-of-country patients that are interested in HRT, because even with labs, now, labs is a tricky thing when it's out of the country. If you have a place where you can go get labs drawn, we can send the test of what you need. Some places can, some places can't. It's just all up to where you're at and where you're located in the country. All right, Keith Tight, what's up? Timus Nichols, what's going on? Justin Cavier, how you doing, man? Kim Ocampo, what's going on?
What's up, Hulk Squad?
Hulk Squad in the house. What's up, dude? How you doing? All right, so the next thing, let's get to some of this craziness. Summertime, Florida, you know we got the crazies.
One thing, he meant counties, not countries. He's in Miami.
Oh, counties?
County.
Well, yeah, that's...
Sorry, dude.
Did you mean counties or countries?
No, he said, for example, Miami.
Yeah, it's Miami, so it's...
That's
county,
okay.
yeah.
All right, so...
Nationwide.
Dude,
good then.
Yeah, we're nationwide. So basically, listen, if you're down in Miami and you say, hey, I can't make the drive to Tampa, no problem. We'll set you up for blood work in Miami in your zip code or a zip code closest to you, right? The next thing after that is you're going to do your consultation. You'll do your consultation with the medical provider, and that's going to be via FaceTime if you have an Apple product, or Skype if you don't have an Apple product. At that point, once the recommendations are made, you can pay for your therapy packages, and they get sent directly from the U.S. licensed pharmacy directly to your doorstep or office in Miami or wherever you're located at in the state or any other state around the United States. So I hope that answers your question. Sorry about the misconfusion.
50 states.
Yes.
Except
yes.
for Ohio.
Ohio. So Ohio and Idaho. So we're 48 in. I'm sorry. Those states are just horrible as far as telemedicine laws and everything like that. Just want to make sure we're compliant.
But again, like John said, if you know somebody outside of those states closer to you, we can ship to them and you can get it from them.
Absolutely. 100%. All right, so summer things, like I said, Florida, crazy things are going to go on. So 2 young teens use shotgun, AK-47, and crazy shit out with deputies.
I couldn't believe it. When I first saw it, I thought it was like a meme. I didn't know it was real. But I guess a 14-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy, I guess they were in the foster care system. I guess they burned down the foster home.
They did?
They burned down the detention center, and then
we ain't gonna take this no more.
It's been a mess. Pretty much, the place where they live. Just to give you guys an idea of the foster care system.
Yeah.
The place where they live, the orphanage where they live, has had 280. The police have been called out to this location 288 times since January.
Wow.
Since January. Just to give you an idea. So the place already has a bad rap, this and that. But to make a long story short, a kid was there. 2 kids were there. He burned the place down. Left. He's literally, him and a 12-year-old girl and a 14-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy were on the run, literally like Bonnie and Clyde. They burned down the detention center.
Oh my God.
On the run. The police said they kept trying to catch him. They could never catch him. They never catch him.
Dang.
They broke into. They went to an abandoned house in a big farm ranch, big house in the middle of nowhere.
County, yeah.
They watched the house for a little bit, wait for the people to leave. Once the people left, they broke into the house, completely vandalized the whole house.
I heard.
They were hitting up. They had baseball bats. They were bashing the toilet seats. Put stuff in the wall. They found an AK-47, a shotgun, and like 200 rounds of ammunition in the house. So what did they do? They started shooting up the house. They started shooting the ceilings, shooting the windows out from inside the house. Someone called. Once the cops got there, they heard all the gunfire, and then they had a standoff. And as they're having a standoff, the 14-year-old girl had a shotgun, and she was blasting out the front door. The boy had an AK-47. He was in the bedroom blasting at the cops from the bedroom, and they kept changing spots, almost like trained military people.
Yeah,
they're changing their locations to get better access to try to hit the police.
Wow.
And then the girl, while it's happening, says, I'm going to go out like GTA. If you guys know what GTA, Grand Theft Auto is like a video game where you could basically just go crazy and kill people, rob and steal.
Kill cops.
Yeah, but the crazy thing, I mean, the whole thing is crazy, but, okay, luckily the kids weren't injured.
No, the girl got shot.
Well, the girl got shot. She's still, no
still
one died.
alive, yeah.
The girl got shot. After the girl got shot, the boy walked out and surrendered. So first thing is no one got killed, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But again, it happened for 2 or 3 hours. It wasn't just like a quick thing.
No.
So they were literally trying to figure out how are we gonna like get these kids out of there. And then as a cop, you probably have it in the back of your mind, like I don't want to shoot a kid.
Yeah.
So it's like they're gonna be a little bit more cautious.
For sure.
But then again, how does a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old know how to load up AK-47s and shotguns? How do they have to know how to go to different areas and shoot at the cops? It's just crazy that video games and social media and these kids have access to see everything.
Nerf guns. I mean, Nerf guns. We were talking about that, loading them and everything like that, I mean, like spring loaded. Like it's crazy.
I mean, if you took an average person off the street and told them to load up an AK-40, they wouldn't know how to do it. It's just crazy that these kids. It's just crazy that kids are having shootouts with the cops. A 14-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy are on the run like Bonnie and Clyde.
How is that even possible?
It's the craziest thing. And there was also another story real quick about a 9-year-old girl in Utah and her 4-year-old sister that they wanted to go to California, so they stole their parents' vehicle. A 9-year-old driving the vehicle with her 4-year-old sister and were going from California, from Utah to California. Luckily, no one was killed there. They sideswiped the semi 10 miles down the road.
Oh,
the cops
my
came.
God.
The kids were okay. But, I mean, it's just crazy that kids are doing this stuff.
Man, this is
I've
crazy.
never heard, and even the sheriff or the guy, I'm not sure if you can see the screen, he said 35 years of law enforcement, he's never heard about anything like this.
These Bonnie and Clyde kids, yeah, these guys that shut the shootout, excuse me.
Yeah, he's never heard anything like this, and you could tell he's fed up. I don't think he's going to be a police officer much longer because he was cussing. He was like, I'm done with the law enforcement. I'm done with this. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just a mess.
Well, what he's saying was on here, I heard this actually when he was saying this on TV, basically, is, these kids are getting charged with attempted murder, okay? And at that point, what he was saying was basically the cops were getting flack because they shot the girl. And his defense is, hey, listen, if those kids would have shot one of our officers and killed one of the officers, I would have had to have me or one of my other officers go to this family's house and tell them their dad or their husband is not coming home today. So at that point, he's really fed up with it because, cops got to do what they got to do in certain scenarios and situations. If people are firing guns at them, they have the right to fire guns back, okay? I mean, it is what it is. They have the right to defend themselves. They have the right to live, and they have the right to defend the law. Listen, I love some cops. I don't like some cops. It is what it is. But they do they do something that's very serious and very dangerous every day. So they're sticking their neck on the lines, and that's for everyday, communities, man. So, you're not getting robbed in daylight or somebody's not, pulling a gun on you in front of everybody. Because think of the Wild Wild West days. You pull the gun on somebody, hey, listen, you take what they got, and that's what it is. You shoot them down.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So it's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the kids, then you have another situation where, this is in Florida, a 10-year-old boy was shot by a real gun because his dad thought it would be okay to take him on a drive-by. So,
with a paintball gun.
With a paintball gun. So the dad, I believe, was like 26, 27. His son was like 10. His son was like, yeah, I want to go do a drive-by with a paintball. So his dad was like, okay, yeah, we'll do it, kind of as a joke. come to find out, in this day and age, you point a gun at somebody, they're not gonna
They
not
don't
gonna sit there
know.
and think, is it real or not? They're just gonna shoot back.
Exactly.
And the boy got hit. I mean, the boy got shot. So
I mean, if you see the air guns, they look pretty real. There's air guns you could buy like down at like Walmarts and stuff like that aren't real guns. That they look like real guns. If you pull it and it's in the heat of the moment, if somebody sees that, especially now, everybody's on eggshells and it's just so much tension in the air. Like people pull, and guns have been used more regularly than not, right?
And the thing is, with the red tip on the toy guns and all, that doesn't make a difference.
No.
Like if someone reaches, if I'm watching someone and all of a sudden they're threatening me, and all of a sudden they go like this, I'm not like I'm not thinking. Let me look and make sure the gun is real. So as soon as you see a lot of time in law enforcement and videos, as soon as the guy reaches or as soon as he reaches, that's when they react. So it doesn't matter if the gun's real or not. I remember being a kid, like 6 years old, 7 years old, hearing about kids getting shot by the police playing laser tag.
Oh yeah.
I remember kids were playing laser tag when I was like a little kid, and they were telling us, "Oh, don't use the guns in the street because they'll get shot." Some little kid got shot playing laser tag.
Oh my god!
So this has been going on for like forever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know.
I mean, it is what it is. It's just
Like,
really
what
crazy.
do you think is going to happen when you're driving, shooting out of a? I don't know.
It's not going to be good. It's definitely not going to be
paintball
good.
guns actually look. Some of them actually look like real guns. You don't notice a paintball until you see the neon splatter on the wall. But I mean, if you see someone driving by and just shooting out the car. I mean, there was a big shooting in Miami also. A huge shooting in Miami. A guy was leaning out the car, just boom, boom, boom. So if someone's with a paintball gun, you turn and you see a guy out the side of a car with a gun, your automatic reaction, I mean, you're not even going to think. You're just immediately going to go right to...
It's true, man.
It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean...
Got to be careful, people. Don't play with guns if it's toy guns. If you're out in public, don't do pranks with guns and try to pretend like I'm going to shoot somebody and scare them, this and that. Because people will die, people are dying, people are getting shot.
No, and don't worry. And so Rob, listen, we've got guns over here, and we're pretty violent in the U.S., right? But I feel more. It depends on where you go in the United States and what part in that state that you go, or in that city. But most of the United States is pretty safe.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in all third world countries and other countries where it ain't so safe to walk down the street. I don't care what color you are or who you are. It ain't safe. So at that point, like I've been in some really bad places, and not even know it till I'm like, I better get the hell out of here. And especially like when we grew up like up north, like in Gary, man, you go down Gary in some of those spots, you ain't with the right clique or with the right people, you're done.
Yeah, I remember reading about Gary Indiana when I used to read about basketball constantly.
Dude,
Glenn Robinson or someone.
Yeah, Glenn Robinson, big dog.
We used to read about how bad some of those areas are.
And it's even worse now. So like, one of my boys was telling me, he was driving through. He was like, show me, because when I was up there and left up there, now I left up there when I was 21, right? 20 years old is when I left up there. And when I was up there, it was bad. Like before, like they pretty much torched down all the houses. It just is with like trap houses. It's
like Newark.
It's man. It's it's not. But now it's even worse. And I was like, how the hell are they getting worse? But it is what it is. So
seems like areas are getting worse, and some areas are getting real nice. I know in Tampa, they're tearing down a lot of the projects, a lot of the housing and building condos and stuff like that. Some people are mad about it, some people aren't. But the city looks a lot cleaner though.
A lot better. Looks a lot cleaner for sure. All right, so working out with people, why is this so powerful, and how is it going to help you guys? So for me, it's been tough because I usually work out by myself. I've done this for a long time. I think Drew's the same aspect. He'll go train by himself most of the time. If we get somebody to go train with us, I think we're happier.
Yeah.
And I
depending
think,
on who it is. I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not. The thing is hey, when it comes to the gym, that is what I do. When people first meet me, I say, look, this is what I do. If you don't like it, it is what it is. Like, do not, quote unquote, F with my swole. I've been saying that for years. Don't F with my swole. So if someone's gonna come to the gym and slow me down, I should be maybe I should be lifting 300 pounds on a certain exercise. He's doing a 200. So I'll do 250. That's slowing me down. If I was by myself, I'd be pushing myself. I can't go off of you. So
I agree. I agree.
Plus, a lot of times I freestyle too in the gym. I'll be on one exercise and I'll say, if I'm doing lat pull downs, I may say, I want to do some rows after this. So I don't really know what I'm doing.
Right.
And I don't like explaining. And a lot of times when people work out with me, it's like, look, Yes, I am a trainer. Yes, I do have paid clients, but you're not paying me.
Right.
So I don't want to sit. Hey, how many sets I gotta do? Hey, you want me to do it like this? Should I
Oh
hold my
my
elbow
God.
like this or like this? How many we doing? How many? No, look, I'm not working right now. I'm working
Right,
out.
right.
I'm not working. I'm working out. So for me, don't F with myself.
Yeah,
That's
so
the main thing.
if you are going to work out with somebody, right, and it's like Drew or something like that, like, or whoever it is, your whole point of you being a partner is to push them.
Yeah.
It's to push them to be better, right? And that's a partner, whether it's a business relationship, a friend relationship, a gym relationship, a love relationship, whoever it is your partner, you should be pushing them to be better.
Yes.
And that's really what it is. So, in this, people have found out that, it's better to be trained with a lot of other people because they can motivate you, right? If you're like, we used to go to this gym, like when Powerhouse was down Channel Side.
Yeah.
It was an atmosphere in there, right?
Yeah.
And they've got a good atmosphere at their current location too. So I don't want to knock that at all. But there was an atmosphere there. Like you went there and like just being there, like I don't know if it was in the air or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It made you want to train harder.
Yeah, yeah.
It really did. So and you get motivated because everybody else is there is trying to get better in all these different ways. There's no slacking per se. But because you go to some big box gyms, there's a lot of people. You see some people are really working hard as hell,
Yeah.
and some people just really aren't. So at that point, like people have thought that or have found out because of the pandemic that because they had to sit home or some of these people weren't being able to be active or be around people and be social, that it can cause a lot of different health issues too, as well as depression. So people are a lot happier when they're around people and training in groups, and usually you can get better results because if you're
Force reps too. Force reps.
Force
Certain
reps.
things you can't do by yourself.
And
Very
it's
important.
harder to skip out on a group. It really
Yeah,
is because
yeah.
all those people hold you
'Cause you
accountable.
gotta make excuses.
But hey, where you at? You'll text you now, like
Yeah.
where you at? And you're gonna have to respond. You gotta say, hey, what's going on, or I'm not coming, or whatever it is. Like, oh man. And then when you get together, like, hey, Johnny wasn't here last week, or whatever it was. I don't know. Let's make his ass do some extra sets.
And plus, when you work out with other people too, if they don't go, you don't go.
Yeah.
I've noticed that a lot. I see that a lot of times. If two people are scheduled to work out, not even myself, it could be someone else. Like, yeah, we're gonna go work out over here. One person canceled, and it's like, okay, that's fine. We could just hit it tomorrow. Still go. If you were by yourself, you would have gone.
Yeah.
So don't make that other person F with your soul.
This is our first workouts right here. This video, if you guys
Yeah.
are seeing it online right now,
First
it's crazy.
workout at Dale Mabry's.
So it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. LA Fitness Signature Club. Nuts.
Yeah. And guys, just to give you an idea, I always talk about the quality of Titan clothes. I'm just noticing this right now. If you look at this video was exactly 2 years ago to the day. The shirt I'm wearing is the same exact shirt I have on right now. If you look, it's not peeling.
Nope.
It's not peeled. It's not faded. It's nothing. Everything is 100%.
I think that one's eight
Everything
years
is
old
100%
too.
exactly how it looked in there. So we got quality stuff, guys. If you pay money for it, it's going to look the same. For
Always quality for sure. Yeah. Now you guys got to care for it good too. Don't throw it in the dryer and let the damn ink burn off. I've seen some things like that too.
Yeah, that's the thing. I say it's not going to shrink. That's a good point, John. I say it's not going to shrink, but if you put it in the dryer again, the rubber will start to melt. So even though the shirt will be fine, the print on it will. So I hang dry all my stuff anyways.
Yeah,
Hang
for
dry it
sure.
all.
Best way to do it: cold air, let it spin.
Or get some good hangers. Don't get the little wire hangers and hang dry. Then you got the corners and
The little bumps.
Get some good thick hangers and just hang. I hang dry.
I
all
hate
my
that
stuff.
too. The bumps.
Yeah, a little bumpy thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you got to iron it out. Then it's stretched out. In that
It
one
never
little
even
spot.
goes away,
It
man. I'm
never
trying to
goes
get them
away.
out. They
It
never
never
go
goes
away.
You have to like stretch the whole thing.
God, and
I
the
hate
shirt,
it.
like,
I
the
hate
structure's
it.
just done.
I hate
It's
it. The quality stuff.
compromised.
15-minute
All right, so Florida man taking on some. We did the paintballing. So this was a big one too. So Benzene, right? Do you guys know what Benzene is? If you guys don't, it's a carcinogenic. So there was a study done on over 300 skin lotions and sprays. Sunblock. Now, you know how they push sunblock, right? And I think sunblock and sunscreen, is a necessity, especially how hot it is, or ozone layer and such. But out of these 300 that they tested, 78 of them came back with this carcinogenic in it. So if you guys are looking at your sunscreen, look at the ingredients on the back. Just like your food, you should know what's in it, right? What's making that product. So benzene, if that's in there, I would stop using it because you don't want any carcinogenics. Carcinogenics like this cause cancer of the blood, right? Or leukemia, That's another big one, right? So if you're putting this on your skin, and it's absorbing in, and if you're like some of these people out there, like they wipe it on and they cake it on. Like for me, I put a little bit on. It's like 15 or whatever because I want to get a lot of sun. I got a good skin color. Drew's got a good skin color, right? But if you're pale white, like you don't want to get fried. So at that point, like
another thing is guys, when you like it's weird that the higher level or name brand ones, because I noticed Neutrogena was on there.
27% of those.
Yeah.
Neutrogena, CVS, and Banana Boat.
I mean, any guy, I don't know, you guys know in Florida or anywhere, if you guys shave your head, I shave my head, that Florida sun is beaming off it. So I got the Neutrogena. I actually got the Neutrogena. It's like 90. It's like the strongest one. Just for my head when I shave and go to the beach or whatever. But now, knowing that even though I'm thinking Neutrogena...
You need to look at the back of the ingredients.
Yeah, I'm thinking Neutrogena, okay, it's quality company, blah, blah, blah. I used to use their face soap. It's whatever. It's not just some Dollar Tree random, sunscreen. So now I'm like, damn, does this stuff have... And not only that, if it has carcinogen, I'm putting it on my head. It's like close to my brain. It's like kind of freaking me out.
Yeah, that is kind of messed up.
I don't like that. So I'm gonna have to check out...
Definitely have to check out. You guys should be looking at what you're putting on your skin, right? And we talk about EDCs. And I'm not talking about EDC the festival. I'm talking about endocrine disrupting chemicals, and we put these things on our skin every day, and we don't even know about it. And I'm guilty as charged too, as well as you guys, because I use deodorant. Now I was talking to my nurse practitioner Cass. He uses some natural deodorant, right? And it doesn't have any of these different things in there, but I don't know if it's going to work as good. I sweat a lot. What do you want me to say?
Some of those natural deodorants has no smell. I'm like, I want to have at least some.
They don't smell good.
Like a soapy, fresh smell.
Right, I want that fresh smell.
Like no scented.
I use that
deodorant
clinical.
That's like no scented cologne. What's the point of it?
It is a fun. I mean,
it makes you not sweat, but I mean, that's weird.
We don't want to smell bad.
Like
that's
that
why I wear deodorant.
Mitchum or whatever, the natural, the green one, the Mitchum is supposed to be like the natural.
I know
but that one, I guess, had aluminum. I think I read somewhere where one of them had aluminum in it.
So the one he actually uses charcoal based. So
that'd be good. Charcoal's good.
I mean, so I guess that's good. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna try it. So. I'm good with my good old Dove. Yeah, I'm good.
Got my little men's spray Dove. I'm good.
But if you're
I'm good.
If you're not dialing in your hormones or don't know what your hormones are looking like, just you should want to look at some of these different things because these could be affecting your hormones too, and that will affect different things in your body too as well, as long as for your health. But carcinogenics, this is very serious. So know what you're putting on your body and putting in your body. Right?
Read the ingredients, not just the nutrition facts on food and stuff. A lot of times people just look at nutrition facts. Read the ingredients.
Gotta know. It's not about macros.
Read the ingredients. I mean, Dave Palumbo just was talking about that the other day. A good friend of mine. He said that a lot of these quote unquote lactose free protein drinks, you look at the ingredients, it says milk. It says this. And he was just like, how is this even possible? I mean, it was a good point he made. I was watching the video the other day. How is this even possible that you're saying lactose free and like the second ingredient on the thing says milk?
Because it's only a certain percentage.
That's crazy.
It's nuts. Yeah, some of these things that get by, it's really
the ingredients
crazy.
are like this long. You're like, hold on, this is supposed to be strawberries. Like, why is it? Like, what's all this?
It's true. It's
soybean oil and all kinds.
Dwayne Day says, I use women's deodorant because there's hormones that are stronger than men.
pH balance
for men.
Hey, pH balance for a woman, but strong enough for a man.
Dwayne Day says, I don't care, man.
Hey, Dwayne Day has a point though because I used to use women's deodorant, the secret one, like the women's secret. That stuff is so strong. Women don't have hair in their arms. If a man uses that secret, you have to use like Blue Dawn dish soap to get it out of the hair. It's like it's in there for days. Like that secret is in there for days.
That's hilarious. Brooklyn Mommy, how you doing? Right, Rosker, how you doing? Thanks, Beardo. What's going on? Thank you guys all for tuning in this week. I really appreciate everyone and each of you guys. All right, so we have one more question here. Where was it at?
Wings?
No. I think that was it. All right.
We got one right here on screen.
What you got? Oh, that was the question I was looking for. It was Dwayne's. Hey, Big Drew and John, how much cardio do you all do a week, and what type of cardio?
I'm sorry, cardio. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So
I guess
I'm not sure.
I guess sex is a form of cardio, right? So I do that with my wife at least 5 or 6 times a week. I like to do that in the regular, make sure I'm in shape. Good conditioning there. I can go the 20 minutes or whatever it is I can do. But that's about it. For me, listen, cardio, I think, is great for cardiovascular health. You know, people really need to do this. And if you're looking to lose weight or really lean up, you're gonna have to incorporate some cardio. Okay, it is what it is. You know, because you're only gonna learn, you're only gonna shred off so many pounds by a calorie deficit. Now you will lose weight that way, but at that point, when you're, you know, instituting cardio, you're not only getting the health benefit out of it, but you are going to be able to lose weight faster. That's why you do see. I know when Drew does or has competed, you know, he'll step up the cardio, right? Because he wants to get lean, conditions as hell. So
I know for me with cardio, I mean, I joke around and say I don't do cardio. I really don't do cardio unless it's like before a show and I have to tighten up. What I do is I warm up. Like I'll just literally walk at like a 1.5 or 2.0 speed for 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to let the ECA kick in, get my body move. I don't like to just jump out of a car and go straight to the weights. So I just get the blood moving around. But in terms of actually cardio, like I'm going to do cardio, I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the way it makes my body look. I lose too much weight.
yeah,
It takes away from my workout if I do it before my workout.
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like I always shrivel up. Like if I want to get my body right, if I want to get my abs looking right, I'll just diet extra hard.
diet and train them. You know, but you know, as far as cardio, especially for me, so I'm an ectomorph. I'm gonna lose weight quick if I especially do cardio. And I used to love cardio, so I used to run miles and miles of cardio, even when I was up to like 25, 26, and then I really started getting into where, you know, I was like, all right, I really want to put on a lot of mass. That was I was like, all right, I'm gonna get as big as I possibly can. And then cardio kind of went out the door because I was like, all right, I just need to consume all these calories. I need to train a lot, and I don't want to burn calories like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like
I feel like I'm burning too much. And again, I'm like how John is. I get lean real fast.
Lean's
I
easy.
have to force the calories. I have to eat a lot of carbs. I have to do all that stuff. So
yeah.
for me, cardio is not a big thing. But again, if it works for you, I'm not saying other people don't do cardio.
Absolutely.
Some of my clients have to do cardio.
They
If
have
they don't do their
to.
cardio, their body literally it goes to
They
can
blow
see
up
right away. You can see right away,
Dude,
So-
big time.
And again, test your body out too. I challenge you guys. If you guys have been doing cardio to get in shape, I challenge you, diet 10 times as hard and take your cardio out and just to see what it does.
Oh man, you're gonna
Just
you're
to
gonna
see
get
what it
better
does. I mean,
results
diet
for sure.
hard like you're 5 weeks out from a competition.
Yeah.
For 5 weeks and don't do any cardio. Now, next phase, you want to try something out. Now try it without doing any cardio, or just doing cardio and eating what you want to eat. I guarantee you're gonna look better doing no cardio if your diet at some point.
Absolutely.
Like I keep saying over and over, food is everything.
Nutrition,
So again, if I want my
yeah.
body to change, I don't do any cardio. I just diet real hard.
Food is the number one thing. It's gonna do a lot of different things from the way that you feel too as well. Like if you have, you know, good energy and you're waking up like not feeling like garbage, because food will make you do that.
Food, rest, and water is key.
You
guys.
know, you gotta have
Key.
it. You gotta have it. You know, it's these are necessities for what you want to be using. You know, as far as to get you guys the results that you guys want. You know, usually everybody wants the exact same thing. They want to be lean. They want to gain muscle. I mean, so you're asking for a unicorn type effect there, but it is possible to do if you're doing the right things and being consistent about it. That's the big thing. I see a lot of people that they're so gung-ho to get into it. They're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. You know, they get all the necessary supplements. They get their workout plan, and they go do it, and they do it for like a month or two. It's kind of like New Year's resolutions. Maybe 3 months tops. If they did it for 3 months, they'd get a 90-day transformation and probably look a hell of a lot better. But some people burn out at that point. So you don't want to burn yourself out either as well. You're going to have to find something that's going to work. But you can't be too easy on yourself either. You got to be able to set those standards, keep to those standards, keep yourself responsible in what you're trying to do. And that's how you're really going to achieve the things that you want to get.
And in terms of women doing cardio, this is now I know a lot.
I think women do cardio.
Women love cardio, but another thing too is they love booty. They love to have a booty. Everything is about the booty now.
True.
If you're doing cardio every single day, that thing's gonna disappear.
Yep.
It's gonna disappear. You'd be better off squatting heavyweight, deep, controlled, concentrated reps
Yep.
to get what you want, as opposed to just cardio. I see girls every day. They want to get in shape. Their legs are getting small. Their booty is getting smaller, and everything. They're getting smaller, but they're losing that shape. If you want to have shape, you have to actually work the muscle rather than just burn it off.
You know, with that, right? So, because we know that you're going to put fat in those areas, especially as women, right? Usually it's the breast area, it's the thighs, and the hips, and the glutes. So at that point, if the girl is overweight, right? Now she has got a great booty, she's got a great upper top, right? But what happens when she wants to try to slim down?
She lose the butt, lose the breast and the butt.
But so it's pretty much all going to be symmetry though at that point, right?
Yeah.
But then once you get to that point of where you want to be, that's when you really got to start focusing on those muscles and isolate those muscles, like you're saying, with those compounded movements and stuff like that too as well. You know, I mean, you can do it. You should be doing it as well as doing cardio.
When you guys watch, I don't know if you guys watch track and field. Look at the runners that run a mile and higher. The
Their
1 mile,
legs.
the 2 mile, the 3 mile. Legs small. They don't really have any glutes. Look at the women that run the sprints, the 100 meters. Big legs, big quads, big glutes, 6-pack abs, toned everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're not doing hours and hours of cardio. They're doing short, quick sprinting. So, I mean, just off that alone, I mean, next time you watch, if you look at all the African runners, or if you look at like the Canadian has good distance runners, look at the runners, men and women.
Yep.
Their legs are like skinny. They have like they're literally like skin and bones,
Yep.
which is good for them because what they want to do.
Yep.
But it's because every single day all they're doing is burning. It becomes catabolic. Their muscle starts going away after all that stuff. And their calorie intake isn't that high. So they're just working out all the time without that much calories, cardio. Their legs are small. It's like Olympic runners weigh like 150, 160 pounds, 6-foot guys. And the women are like 90 pounds. So, I mean, it's all that cardio, all that running.
Proof's in the pudding. Proof's definitely in the pudding.
Squat
6
heavy
minutes.
and eat some steak.
6 minutes, gentlemen.
All
6
right.
minutes.
All right, hey, with NAD dose, it kick in the same day, John? Yeah,
Yep.
it should kick in the exact same day.
Kicks in about 20 minutes for me.
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes you should feel it, especially when you take it. So if you diluted the bottle with 5 mLs, right, because that's what I do with it, and then what I'll do is I'll inject 60 to 70 milligrams. So if you don't know what that is, when you pull down on the insulin syringe, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70. You can do anywhere between 60 and 70 on there. And when you inject it intramuscular, you should feel it about 15, 20 minutes later and be ready to rock and roll, man, for sure.
Yeah, that stuff's definitely. It's a weird feeling. It's a good weird feeling.
It is, right?
I mean, it's not like drinking coffee, or it's not
No.
like taking. It's. You're just in a good mood. You can't figure out why.
Yeah, it's
I
a
mean, you know
great
why,
thing.
but it's like, man, I feel great. I don't know what's going on.
It definitely is. It really is.
It'd be great for before a job interview,
Oh, for sure.
or if you work in sales, or if you have to deal with people, or actually have to think and talk to people all day. That stuff would be great.
Yeah, any projects you got to do, or if you're studying or anything like that. I've got a girl who was studying for her Series 7 exam. So that's her trader's license, basically. And at that point, she passed it the first time. And if you guys have known what a Series 7 is, it's a really hard test that a lot of people don't pass the first time. So it's a big accomplishment. So big shout out to her too as well. So I think that's about it. We got some events coming up.
Always got events coming up. I know we got the Mid Florida. That's June 19th. That's in Orlando. It's going to be at the Rosen. Deke show. Deke always takes care of us. He always has great shows. A lot of competitors. I'm excited about that.
Got 2 birthday weekends there. My son and Big
Yeah,
Drew.
it's a birthday weekend coming up. Peter,
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be 30.
He wishes, boy, for sure.
I can't believe it, man. I
That's
remember
gonna be
when he
crazy.
turned- It's crazy. He's 12.
Yep, 12. It'll be 12, man. So he's getting big
I
quick.
remember when he turned 10. I remember I was like, yeah, double digits.
Right.
Now he's like old. Now he's all old. He's like, man, this old ass man telling me double digits.
Even this weekend. So tomorrow we've got WCFLA. We've got the MMA fights. We're going to be out tomorrow night here in Tampa. If you guys want to go check it out, it'll be very local, South Tampa. So at that point, we're going to be out there. Some of the Titan crew's going to be with us. We're going to have a great time. Big shout out to Rafael Garcia for putting on these great events like WCFL, excuse me. It's Friday, guys. I'm thinking about the weekend already.
Yeah. Oh, we got to tighten out. We got to tighten out as a fighter too, guys. If you don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We do have a tighten athlete. She's not fighting tomorrow, but
Nope.
but we do
Jessica
have a tighten-
Borga,
Yeah.
Bellator. So she's
Bellator.
very professional as far as that goes, and she's had some really good fights. Great girl all the way around too, man. She's awesome. She's very humble, down to earth, and
I'd like to see one of her fights. It'd be good to see one of her fights.
I'll show you her. She's got a little
Yeah.
hit clip.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch it.
It's
I
good.
gotta watch
It's
it.
definitely good. But yeah, so WCFLA, and then we have Mid Florida Classic week afterwards. And then, man, we go into other events like
Got the Olympia all the way October 7th.
October for
little bit
Olympia. We've got Florida State Classic,
We got Tampa
Tampa Bay Jeep Fest. Yeah, man, it's going to be action-packed. Hurricane Pro after that. Atlantic Coast, we're title sponsors of that. Carson Couture. And don't forget about in September, the St.Pete Art and Fashion Show, too, as well. I got to work on some new
Atlantic
new little
Coast. Where is that
threads.
show?
Huh?
Atlantic Coast. Where is that show?
So I think it's like Fort Lauderdale area.
I think it's south somewhere, right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely Miami, like not Miami, but it's like Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a great time out there. So I can't wait. This is our first time being at this show in particular, but they got great classes already. So I mean, it should be a hell of a show. Plus, we're gonna be there, so that makes it even better.
It's always a hell of a show if we're there. Always.
That's right. We don't
see
care.
that blue Titan table and those Titan nets over there. You know what's up.
And me and Big Drew are not far behind, along with Cherise. So watch out for us. Take pictures with us. Come out, say hi. Get some awesome giveaways. We're going to have some special giveaways, too, as well. We've got some new Titan gear coming in.
Also, guys, don't forget to share. Don't forget to share.
Yes.
Get your 50 shares for a free t-shirt.
Yes.
50 shares, Titan stuff.
Like this, share this, add this to your story, and tag us. Please, if you're on YouTube, press subscribe, hit the all notification bell, and don't forget our podcast. So if you don't want to see us, we might just be too pretty for you or too ugly, whoever you guys are out there. You guys can listen to us at least on the podcast, wherever you guys download podcasts. Just look for Titan Medical Center or the Titan Lifestyle, and you'll get to hear me and Big Drew coming at you all the time, guys. So I think that sums it up, man.
That's pretty much it, guys. Also, make sure you hit the bell if you want to be notified of videos like this on YouTube. And we'll be back next week at 2 p.m. every week. Titan Lifestyle right here, me and Big John.
Later, guys.